All right, we're back here again for the reveal for the Vinegar Syndrome Labs, the brand new one, and the next 10 for 10. And I'll let's check it out right now. So I've kept it on the merchandise page, so we can see it together there. So we'll just take it right there, and we'll go over right to Vinegar Syndrome Labs, so we can actually reveal it all together. And let's just hit on the Vinegar Syndrome logo and see what number one is for the Vinegar Syndrome Labs. Curacao Beast of the Amazon. So we got a 50s kind of monster flick. I mean, from famed writer-director Kurt Sedemack. We got Beverly Garland, Tom Paine. The first one was more of my style of the Edward G. Robinson one, the Flesh and Fantasy, more of an anthology one. So this won't be an instant buy, but it is it's a decent release if you like monster movies, like this type of stuff. Just know it's like the 50s monster movie, so you're not going to see like any big like monsters like actually kind of really showing up. It's like the there you go. There's your. But they've done a good job at the restoration on the release. Good commentary there, because you can look forward to a commentary with Barry Forshaw and Kim Newman. So it's usually pretty good. Archival video feature, of course, with writer-director Kurt Sedemack. So if you're collecting these older, like say you've got a collection of the Universal stuff, like the later Universal stuff that like Scream Factory put out, and some of these monster things that were put out, then that's definitely decent, decent release there. It's not what I expected, I'll be honest with you. So let's go over to the 10 for 10 now. And for me, okay, we got Luther the Geek, which I actually really enjoyed. This is an early Vinegar Syndrome release. If you're like Wakefield Pool, then you're definitely gonna want to check that out, because I think this got I don't have this one, but I know if you're a Wakefield Pool fan, his stuff is going. Once it goes, it's gone. Peak Ram double feature right there. Extra 3 is my least favorite extra. I'm not gonna lie. That's saying something, because extra is my favorite extra. There you go. Surf 2 was not a favorite of mine, but it was. I mean, I can't. Out of all of them, I mean, like the feature-wise, you're gonna get a lot of stuff on Surf 2. It's definitely the most expensive of the releases. Watchable, kind of strange, but I dug it for what it was. But I'm not something I can give a strong recommendation to. There's a couple of decent scenes. There's some good actors. Linda Carriage is in this from Fade to Black. Terry Kaiser. We got Eddie Deason, Lyle Wagner, Eric Stoltz. But if you're going to get an Eric Stoltz movie this time around, that's not going to be the one you're going to go for. Sister is definitely the winner when it comes here to these releases. We've got Eric Stoltz, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Judith Abbey. I actually really liked this film back in the day. It's one of those Southern Gothic type of films. And I actually really kind of dig these. So directed by Bill Condon. Got some director commentary. Alexandra Heller Nicholas, she does good commentaries. Got an interview with actor Benjamin Mutant. We got an interview with the actress. Interview with like the composer, cinematographer. Deleted scenes with the director's commentary. 12-page booklet as well. I'd be surprised if people don't pick up on this one, because this is a really good one. Definitely, you want to see Jennifer Jason Leigh. You want to see early Eric Stoltz. It's pretty cool. Resurrection 2 is actually a fun little film. It's kind of a 7 knockoff, really, but I don't want to just put it at that, because it is its own movie. It does its own thing. I like Christopher Lambert. Russell McKay, he is a really, he shoots really well. When it comes to directing, he was guy did Razorback. Robert Joy is here. So we got Maritime Canada being represented. David Cronenberg's in this one here. Actually has a fairly decent cast. I think actually has Jane Eastwood as well. I have this one. Jane Eastwood. She's actually a Canadian actress. She's in a lot of stuff. If you're Canadian, you know who she is. Kid Candidate is here from Gunpowder and Sky. You keep. They seem to be doing like. I'm glad that this is here, but they seem to be doing a lot of the same like partner labels. I'm not sure if the other partner labels wouldn't go in, but and I love Utopia stuff. I like there's Essence Champagne is there. Moments like this never last. Decent decent releases if you like the films, but I would like to have seen a bigger scope with the partner labels. It seems like we're getting Utopia, or we're getting Agfa, we're going to get Gunpowder and Sky, and some random ones. I'm very disappointed we didn't get any Canadian international pictures. Again, that's not on Vinegar Syndrome. The partner labels have to agree to go down to this price, and some partner labels, agreeing to go down to a $10 price tag, or $13.56 here in Canada, is may not be more may not be something that some of them can do. But I think it would behoove them to have done it, because there's companies like Utopia. We know Utopia. A lot of people buy Utopia releases. A lot of people buy Gunpowder and Sky releases. Hopefully, this will open up the eyes up to people that haven't seen any of their releases before. And if you haven't got these, kind of like to maybe beef up your Utopia or Gunpowder and Sky collection. I missed out on Tragedy Girls yesterday. I'm very disappointed on that. But it's my fault. It was there for a nice while. I could have ordered it earlier. I am ordering Sister Sister, hands down. Like, this is one that I remember from my youth. I remember having the VHS of this one. I enjoy the film. I love Jennifer Jason Leigh in movies. I find her really good. I suggest here, like, strong wise, Sister Sister, Luther the Geek is a really neat one. It's like a lot of nudity. Luther the Geek. Stacey Hadiak, if you're like a soap opera fan, if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, she played April O'Neil. But if you're a soap opera fan, she's on Days for Life as Kristen DeMira, and among other characters, and she was on Young the Restless as well. So my big recommendations for this one right here, I guess, are going to be Luther the Geek and Sister Sister. There's great partner labels, like if those are the ones that you're into. Definitely decent stuff. And as for like the VSL, it's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting title. I prefer the first VSL, but it all comes down to what you like and what your like. Flesh and Fantasy, more my style, I guess. Like this, but at 30, it's $31. So I think that's not a bad price for one of these releases. And it's been done. They've done a whole like restoration on this, so that's $31. You're getting like a decently restored older film, and if you're into the older stuff, then that definitely is going to be something that you're going to want to look into. But there we go. That's the releases for today. This is definitely a shorter video than the last one I did. There's a little more to look into when it came to the first VSL, because it was our first, our first known. So we're getting older titles for the VSL releases, 40s and 50s. Hopefully, maybe some earlier stuff as well. Like, see some 30s stuff, maybe some silent films coming to a VSL release. It's interesting to see I think more people might buy the Beast of the Amazon just because of the cover. It's it's definitely a nice looking slip. People are gonna look at that and say, look at the slip and say, it's pretty. That is a pretty cool looking slip cover. And if you're collecting slip covers, I know that this is going to be one that you're going to look at. But for me, I just get more factor out of the. I'm an Edward G. Robinson fan, but it's so for this here, it's Kurt Sudamack, so it is a classic director. That's good. There's 4,000 units on this one here. I expect the cover to sell this one faster than the cover of the first one, because this is the guy that did Wolfman and A Walk with a Zombie. This is not the Wolfman though, so don't like go in expecting the Wolfman for this. Go in expecting like a cheesy 50s like monster movie. And if you go in expecting a cheesy 50s monster movie, then you're probably not gonna be too disappointed, because that's exactly what it is. But would I buy it? I'll buy it down the road. It's not a day one buy for me. but it is an interesting title. All right, so thank you guys again for joining me here in the Color Cinema, and I will see you here tomorrow for the very last day of the sale. And I'm hoping that they go all out on the 10 for 10 tomorrow, because I have to say the last couple of days they've had interesting things, but it hasn't been anything that's wowed me as much as when the VSAs were there, or when they put up like the Scarier 61st. Even though I didn't buy the Scarier 61st, I really appreciated that they put on a release like that, because it's a definitely different style release. So I will see you here next time in the Call to Cinema.